For centuries, America's farmers have tirelessly worked to feed and fuel our nation. Here in California, many farmers are growing a variety of crops, such as fruits, vegetables, and nuts. These crops are harvested during a specific short time frame, in some cases only 1 to 2 months a year, and often cannot be locally produced again until next season. For California farmers, producing a variety of crops throughout the year requires many different equipment and resource needs. This leads to many expensive assets sitting idle for long periods of time once their operational usage has come to an end.
Taylor Farms is North America's largest producer of fresh cut fruits and vegetables. We produce about 120 million servings of product on a weekly basis, feeding 1 in 3 Americans. Many of the challenges our growers face are asset utilization, land utilization. It's challenging when you're trying to run a business for 52 weeks out of the year to obviously have the right capital structure and the right optimization of the equipment to perform. And I think when you can leverage assets and utilize assets in a more efficient manner, that drives cost efficiency throughout the value chain or the supply chain all the way to the end consumer.
Farming is inherently a seasonal and variable business. We're required to tie up lots of capital in equipment that sits for long portions of the year. And farmers are constantly having to adjust on the fly and thus make the choice of mitigating risk by tying up lots of capital and expensive equipment or running the risk of not having what you need when you need it. Despite the abundance of equipment in the agricultural ecosystem, it's been very difficult to share, and we believe technology can remove some of the barriers and create efficiencies in the supply chain that were previously difficult to attain.
Recognizing the need for an online agricultural equipment marketplace, in 2015, Brian co-founded HarvestPort, a shared economy platform that allows agribusinesses to seamlessly share counter-seasonally utilized equipment. HarvestPort helps increase profits while minimizing the cost of ownership.
HarvestPort is a collaborative tool for farmers that is extremely easy to use. In minutes, a farmer can find the equipment they need to service their seasonal peaks and variables. We want to improve utilization industry-wide, and whether a farmer is procuring equipment and saving money or whether they are earning money, we want to put another dollar in the pockets of farmers.
Through HarvestPort, you can browse and procure equipment for rent, share a listing with friends or potential farmers in need, communicate and negotiate with a counterparty, pay and process payments, insurance, and freight in a single transaction. And off-season farmers can earn money sharing idle equipment with their peers, creating a revenue stream from sunk capital.
The HarvestPort platform is a very unique business model. First we've seen in the space, and we're really excited about it because we do think it can fundamentally change the cost structure of our grower base. HarvestPort can also unlock grower capacity. There's finite arable land. What HarvestPort can do, in theory, is allow those growers to implement rotational crops that are not only good for the soil, good for the grower, and good for the consumer. It's a win-win for everybody. A platform like HarvestPort kind of frees up the ability to compete on a level playing field for many of our smaller and medium-sized growers, and it just creates more competition in the space, which we love, and it is driving progress in the farming community.
Enabling a better utilization of seasonal assets can not only help you pave the way for new or small farmers, but also contribute to a decrease in the cost of food production and a reduction in the carbon footprint of goods from farm to table.
We're seeing a lot of interest from young farmers, multi-generational farmers who want to continue in the proud tradition their parents started, but want to do things a little bit differently. And we hope to allow them to use HarvestPort as a tool to be entrepreneurial, to create new business units in a traditional farming operation. The small farmer can get loans for things like land, even for things like crop input seed. They cannot get loans often for capitally intensive equipment, tractors, harvesting equipment, and yet that's necessary for their operation. We can remove those barriers so they can grow, they can start a new farm, we can attract new people into farming, and we need more people in the agriculture industry, particularly young people. A shared economy platform can help farmers save money in season and earn additional money off season.
Don't let your resources gather dust. Learn more today about HarvestPort, a marketplace for seasonal farming assets. Get started today. Visit harvestport.com.